There's a live issue, a live question at the moment as to whether Joe Biden, US president, who is 80 later this month, could stand again for president seeking a second term.
And he'll be 86, 87 at the end of that second term if he won it.
And there was a video that has done the rounds recently of him, it looks like him falling asleep in the middle of a television interview. I know they can be boring sometimes, but this is quite an extreme moment. Have a look.
I have not made that formal decision, but it's my intention to run again. And we have time to make that decision.
Dr. Biden is for it. Mr. President. Oh.
Dr. Biden thinks that, my wife thinks that we're doing something very important.
So today on the Newsagents, we asked a former White House political director who worked very closely with Barack Obama, whether he thought that Joe Biden should be running again. I actually said if he lost both houses in the midterm elections. But listen to his response, because it's really curious.
On the question of should he, that's something I'm not going to get into. On can he, yes, 100%.
Why do you say you can't answer whether he should?
Because I won't. That's just not what I do. Just to be clear and candid and frank. Just because someone may have an opinion doesn't mean they have to share them all publicly.
Presumably, if you thought it was a great idea for Joe Biden to run again, you'd be fine saying it's a great idea for Joe Biden to run again.
You asked me a different question.
Do you think it's a great idea for Joe Biden to run again?
I think Joe Biden would make a great president in the second term. I think he is a Democrat that can stand up against any Republican. And I think he's a very good president.
What we just saw with David is precisely the ambivalence that so many Democrats currently have. And they're waiting to see what the political landscape is. They're waiting to see what happens with the midterms. But if you have an octogenarian president, this is just part of the calculation that you've got to make when you're thinking about a second term.
Joe Biden sold himself last time as the one Democrat that could beat Donald Trump. There are many in the party now that thinks if Donald Trump makes a comeback in 2024, he's the one Democrat that possibly couldn't beat him. We just don't know.
The Newsagents. This is a Global Player original podcast.